It's the St. Louis prosecutor just issuing charges in the murder of Santonio Cox. The 15-year-old was found early Sunday on Vermont in South City. The prosecutor's office isn't giving us a lot of information. We're working to get more information, but they have told us via the charging documents that Joseph Rennick pointed a gun at Cox as he was backing away with his hands raised and then fired a shot into Cox's head.
New developments tonight in the murder of two children in St. Louis. 7-year-old Xavier Usanga was shot to death in his yard on August 12th. 15-year-old Santonio Cox was shot and killed Sunday. Tonight, Joseph Rennick is charged with Cox's murder. Prosecutors say the 54-year-old pointed a gun at Cox as he was backing away with his hands raised, then fired a shot into the teen's head. The prosecutor's office will not comment further on the shooting.
An arrest is made in one of several murders involving children. A 54-year-old man is now charged in the death of 15-year-old Santonio Cox. His body was found in an abandoned lot in South City over the weekend, and Fox News' Molly Rosa explains that court documents reveal what the boy was doing when he was shot.
Joseph Rennick is facing multiple charges in the case. Prosecutors say he shot and killed Cox as the teen was backing away from him with his hands raised. Here's Rennick's mugshot. He's charged with first-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful possession of a firearm. Earlier this week, Fox 2 was at the vigil held for the teen who leaves behind a twin brother. His mother was too grief-stricken to talk tonight, trying to process these new charges. But we spoke to her at the vigil. We also spoke to the victim's twin brother.
He was everything I had.
Enjoy your life while you can. Our time is getting short. So understand what you're going through, what you got to do, hear your parent, because that's what matters.
Santonio Cox was found in the 7300 block of Vermont Avenue. That's in the Carondelet neighborhood. Tonight, the prosecutor's office has not released any details on the motivation behind this killing or what led up to it.
A 15-year-old boy in South St. Louis. These are the first charges to be filed for any of the cases involving the 13 children killed in our area this summer.
This comes just days after the mayor and police chief made a desperate plea to our community, including offering a reward for people to come forward with any information they have in these cases. Our Morgan Young is here with what she's learning from investigators. They've had such a hard time getting tips.
They absolutely have, Mike and Ann. And 54-year-old Joseph Rennick faces 3 felony charges for the shooting death of 15-year-old Santonio Cox. His body was found near his home early Sunday morning. Charging documents claim Cox was backing away from Rennick with his hands up when Rennick fired a single shot from a revolver. That bullet hit Cox in the head, killing him. Rennick now faces charges of first-degree murder, unlawful possession of a firearm, and armed criminal action. Earlier this week, Cox's family and friends gathered for a vigil to honor his life. His mother says he was on his way home from his girlfriend's house early Sunday morning when he was killed. She said she's been hearing the news of other children killed in this area this summer and was very emotional, talking about having to add her son's name to that list.
You seeing it, it's rapidly. While we talking, somebody is dying. Somebody has been shot. You get what I'm saying? It's happening. The numbers steady growing. Do you think it's going to change? You've been here long enough to see the numbers are steady going.
Now, that is a mother who has now lost 2 sons to gun violence in our city. And again, this is the first arrest and the first charges filed against anyone for the many killings we saw this summer. These are young lives that have been taken in our area. And as always, law enforcement says they need your help to solve these cases.